Lesson 1 Family. Let's begin our study of collocations by learning some common expressions about the family. Your parents and siblings, brothers and sisters are your immediate family, and your extended family includes on your relatives, uncles, cousins, great-aunts, etc. You can use the family tree to diagram the relationships among your family members. A person who is related to you by a long series of connections can become a distant relative. If you're lucky, you have a loving family or a close-knit family. The expressions refer to a family that has good relationships, where everyone loved each other and helped each other. If you were raised in a loving family, then you probably had a carefree childhood. That means you had nothing to worry about when you were young. On the other hand, a family in which the relationships are bad or unhealthy can become a dysfunctional family. If the children experience abuse, poverty, or problems with the law, we can say they had a troubled childhood. Perhaps the parents went through a bitter divorce. That means a separation in which there were bad, angry feelings between the husband and wife. It's also possible to have a messy divorce with a prolonged legal battle involving lots of conflicts about the separation of the former couple's assets, money, and possessions. The decision about the separation of assets are made in the divorce settlement. A family in which there are divorces or separations is sometimes called a broken home. Sometimes the mother and father fight over custody of the children. That refers to who has the primary responsibility of caring for the kid. A judge can grant joint custody. That means the ex-husband and ex-wife share the responsibility of sole custody to only one parent. For example, a judge may award sole custody to the mother, and the father had to pay childhood support, regular payment to help with expenses for the kids. If it were a mutual divorce or separation, that means the ex-husband and ex-wife agree to separate without fighting. Then they will probably stay on good terms with each other, meaning to have a polite relationship without conflict. If a woman gets pregnant without being married or in a relationship, when she will become a single mother. Some women in this situation choose to have an abortion, and others prefer to give the baby up for adoptions. The time when the baby is planned to arrive is called the due date. You can also say the baby is due in mid-October, for example. After the woman has a baby or gives birth to the baby is given to the adopted parent who will raise the child or bring up the child as if it were their own. Sometimes when the adopted child is older, he or she tries to find their birth mother, biological mother. Thank you for listening. I'm Miko. Goodbye.